So I think from going from a place where like you were that dude or that girl that everybody knew and everybody, when you walked in the hallway, it was like, hey, this and that. You know, when you walked in the band hall, the locker room, people was like, hey, you know, what's up? So stuff like that. And I feel like you come here and just like starting over is very awkward. What's up, y'all? It's Chris with Pass It Back Podcast. Keep checking us out on Instagram, also YouTube and Apple iTunes. We are up and loaded every single week with new content. We appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. We love y'all. And keep checking us out, y'all. Have a great day.
So what are you guys' biggest challenge that you had to overcome in college, man? Biggest thing you had to overcome? It could be anything. You know, college is it's a lot of stuff you got to deal with, so it could be anything. Biggest challenge you had to overcome?
Probably that one stage where I hit that depression and then like we had a withdrawal, come back. That bounce back right there, that's pretty tough. Coming back and getting in the groove of things, getting back into classes and whatnot, just like that general process and just like getting back into like the social aspect of things, the classroom, and then balancing that time, finding that balance. Talking about like how in high school we're doing all these things and everything, we're just like going crazy, going to band, going to sports, doing all this other stuff, and you're always busy, and then you get here and it's like you're on your own, you have more free time, you got to figure out what you want to do in that free time, whether it's workout, go to the store, time management. That's the big thing. It's just time management, balancing everything out with school and work. By the way, I just got hired at 12th Man Productions.
Hey, the whole crew.
The whole crew.
Everybody.
Finally official joining these two fools. I'm going to be on the engineering team, though.
So what you got, Chris?
I'm going to say the most challenging thing
that you had to overcome
is like, I guess I got two things. I guess it applies to some people, and then the other one applies to also some people. I guess first thing is like, you come out to college, and especially a big college like A&M, and like I feel like most people here, I say about 80% of people here at A&M, when they was in high school, had a lot of friends, knew a lot of people, and was involved in a lot of things. So I think from going from a place where like you were that dude or that girl that everybody knew and everybody, when you walked in the hallway, it was like, hey, this and that. You know, when you walked in the band hall, the locker room, people was like, hey, you know, what's up? So stuff like that. And I feel like you come here and just like starting over is very awkward. And you know, you got to actually reach out to people and walking up, especially in class, the freshman year, walking up to somebody in class and just sitting down and talking can be awkward at first, but it's something you have to do.
Yeah, because
for sure.
Yeah.
You got to get help. You got to get help. You don't know all the answers. You're learning and stuff.
I feel like, man, that is just something, that is a new skill that you have to put your pride down and be like, you know, I'm going to go out and make some friends. That's something that you won't get told in your NSC. You won't get told before you come to college. No one's going to tell you that.
Leadership,
you know?
But pretty much you learn that at your NSC. That's what I did because it's like that's my first experience of being at A&M with like a large group of people. And legit, if you just go sit down and talk to people, some crazy things can happen. That's how I heard about the Hullabaloo Band was at my NSC. And then I emailed the band director that day from the kid who was telling me about it. And then I went and got in the next day. And what's crazy, it's like, okay, what if I don't sit down and talk to that kid? Mm-hmm. I would have never met Chris. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Exactly.
And so,
because, man, it is crazy, literally, like, because that's what at the NSC, they don't say anything, but I feel like, because there's a time in your NSC where they're like, all right, we're going to take parents here, students here. They do it on purpose to make you talk to somebody.
And that's
so smart.
Yeah.
So, for the most part, I think A&M does a pretty good job of, like, you know, integrating us and help us network. Because, like, you got Fish Camp, Gateway.
Yeah, exactly.
NSC.
A lot of different things,
I was about to say,
man.
Fish Camp, that was huge with my networking skills right there. Just putting you in a bunk room with a bunch of random people for a few days.
Got a bond.
You have to talk. You have to make friends. Like you said, you got a bond. And so, and like that's a huge part of moving off to college is you have to not be afraid to put yourself out there, because if you're going to take on this huge university on your own, you're going to have a tough time. It's a tough time.
Like, I think Fish Camp is one of the most beautiful things. And it has, like, a lot of things that aren't said in it that mean a lot. Like, think about this. Like, the bus ride to the cabins we're going to.
Oh, for sure.
That, my friend Frank he's a chair for one of the fish camps. And he was telling me, he was just like, think about it. He was like, that bus ride is an hour and 15 minutes. It gives you enough time for everybody to learn somebody's name on the bus, for us to do 2 activities on the bus. He's like, there are plenty of other places we can go that are closer. He said, Fish Camp could be done on campus if you think about it.
Yeah.
But he said in that bus ride, he said, we want you to meet people. We want you to talk to people. Say, hey, maybe I know somebody from the town next over that's here on the bus with me, you know?
Mhm.
That's why we do activities on the bus. We make people move around and stuff.
I
I
was
was like,
gonna
that
say.
is so smart,
That
man.
is very smart.
That's
and
awesome.
does a great job.
Oh, yeah. There's the only school in the country that does a
that.
Fish Camp. The only school. That is awesome, dude. So
Could you imagine? Dude, you go anywhere else, you're on your own.
TCU does it, but it's on campus.
I feel like
So-
that's what makes A&M different. People don't understand, but it's just like being here. There's like a family aspect to it.
I say for me, like, a big challenge was, like, being single at first. Because, like, I was in a relationship for, like, 3 years of high school, and then you come here and you're not, and it's kind of weird. You're just like,
That's true. That's
a
true.
like, talking to a girl in person, you're just like, because you don't know them in high school, you can talk to anybody. You've seen them probably half your life. But now you a random person from across the country, across the state. It's weird. Communicating in college is so much different than high school, you know?
Yeah. It
So I think
really,
that would
it
be a
really
second
But
is.
once
challenge.
again, it's a good thing because I mean, you meet new people, you venture out, and you get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
I
That is the big
agree.
thing. Getting out of your comfort zone and growing as a person.
That is what college is about, y'all.
All right, Miles, you've been sitting patiently. What you got to say?
So like the biggest thing that I had to overcome in college, man. I had to say, it's me, man. It's myself. Overcoming
for
myself.
sure.
You know, because like once you figure out, there's a really powerful thing once you figure out that you're fully in control of like what grades you make or
Oh, yeah.
like where your life goes, man. Like that's a powerful thing. Like you're in full control of like your destiny. So like I had to really, that was the biggest lesson I had to learn because like I thought I was at the mercy of everybody. Like, oh man, maybe the professor doesn't like me. Oh, maybe I'm gonna fail this class. The professor don't like me. But no, it's just like nah. Like you can make your life the way whatever you want it to be. You know, you can go out and get that job if you believe in yourself and you do the stuff and all the requirements that you wanna, that the job requires. You know, anything is possible as long as you believe in yourself. That's like the biggest thing that I've had to overcome because I used to be doubtful. I was more doubtful and less confident than I am now. Like freshman year, it was like a big learning curve. So, like that's the biggest thing that I've had to overcome is just overcoming myself, man. Because sometimes I can be my worst enemy. I can say like
I
Like-
always am.
because like bro, I promise you, like into any coach or anybody that's listening or anything, even my mom or anybody that's listening, like even though they criticize me, bro, I'm 10 times worse, bro. Like if y'all heard the stuff that I say to myself,
Oh, man.
y'all be like,
Dude,
I agree.
it's like, bro, but like just be overcoming yourself and realizing that you know you're in control and that mistakes are gonna happen, but it's not about the mistake; it's about bouncing back from it. So
Yes.
So, bro,
Wow.
dude,
that's-
that couldn't have said it by myself.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That was perfect.
You are your own worst enemy. I definitely am. Like if there's any challenge put before me, it's me that I have to get over. Like,
Exactly.
Yes.
No one else is holding me back. It's me, or there's no one else pushing me forward. I mean, people will help you and everything. Like, obviously,
yeah,
you can build
but you
that
have to-
network, and people will help you and like do whatever they can to help you.
exactly,
Like Chris telling me to go to informational for 12-man production.
exactly.
There was a second there where I was just like, I'm not really interested. I'm not going to go. But I went and look where we're at now.
Exactly.
And so there's going to be people to push you, support you, give you options, help you out in any way they can. But ultimately, it's you are the ones who has to do the activity.
You have to do.
You have to do it. Like
You have to change.
everyone else can put as much support behind you as they can, like financially, just like giving you mental support, stuff like that, anything. But you're the one who has to do it
I don't know. I'm definitely my worst enemy.
for sure.
I feel like I've kept myself from some things just because I'm telling
Honestly.
them, like, dang, I can't do it.
God, dude.
And then, like, you literally just be in your mind, just like, your mind would tell you, you know what, you can't do that. You're not capable. And you literally sit there, okay. Like, you just quit because you tell yourself you aren't able to do that. I tell people, like, the worst times for me are just sitting in my room alone when I'm not doing anything.
And that's
the worst
That's
time.
where
I
I
can't stand that.
ultimately ended up at that one point in time.
Sitting here,
Yeah.
it was just,
Because it's like growing up, you're so used to coming home to a family every day and everything. But it's just like some points here, you come home and it's just you. It's
That's
just like,
oh man.
man.
Bro, that is true. Cause like,
You know what? That's why I keep my window open at all times.
Really?
Yeah, because literally, like seeing sunlight and nature and all that is just it helps you. Like it's like soothing a little bit. So like that's why I keep my window open like all the time.
And that's why I sometimes I like to leave my door open, like in the apartment, just to like to be open.
Yeah.
And know that there's like other people there. I mean, you're right next to me. And, like sometimes we'll both have our
Yeah.
doors open, and we'll just be talking across the rooms. Like you'll be like on your PlayStation or something, and I'll just be watching something on my phone, and then we'll just talk back and forth, something like that. Just like it's nice knowing someone else is there and everything. So it's just like at that one point where I did go through that rough time, it's just like I felt really alone a lot of the times. And so that kind of sent me a downward spiral to where I didn't go to my organizational activities. I stopped going to class, everything, and it just made it myself worse. I isolated myself even worse, and that just went through a huge downward spiral.
exactly, man. Cause like that brought me back memories. What you said about just when you're by yourself and you're just in your own thoughts. Cause like, dude, I remember whenever I went to, I was in Gateway program. Of course, I've said this before, but like I was in Gateway program. So like you go to school that summer before the actual classes start. And like I remember like a full like week or 2 week period, bro. Like I would just come home, bro. Like just come to the dorm, and I had a roommate, but like it's not the same. You don't know him, so like you go through like a whole period where you're just like depressed, kind of, and you're adapting. What you're really doing is adapting, but at the same time you're kind of depressed too because you're learning something, and so like that's what led to me doing like me just getting in the car and driving around listening to music, man. Because like I just had to get out of the house.